Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here, and today we are going to be unboxing the new TCL QM8L 75-inch SQD-MINI LED TV. Yes, this is the 75-inch model. Now, I actually had the really cool opportunity to be able to check this out at TCL special launch event that they had for this TV, and I was blown away when I got to check it out there in New York. But today, we finally have this baby here in-house to actually really get a feel for it, check it out here in person. So this is going to be my unboxing and true first impressions of the QM8L here from TCL. I'm done waiting. Let's go and get this thing unboxed. All right, here we go. Let's see, there's one. I got this thing on there tight. There's two. I need to resharpen this knife. Look at that. It's so dull. Can't even cut the tape. Here we go. Woo. Okay, so first off at the top here, of course, as usual, we get our, remote, we get the power cord and all the other good stuff, user manual and maybe some bolts and stuff like that. Go and set this over to the side for now. And then over here, we get a part of the stand that's going to connect to the TV itself. And then over here, we get the stand itself, or the leg, whatever you'd like to call it. Look at that, nice high quality. It's got a nice brushed metal finish to it. It is of a plastic build up here at the top, but down here at the bottom, it is full metal leg. So it should be nice and sturdy here. All right, so now it's time to get this top portion off. Woo! All right, let me move this over to the side here. And then right in front of the TV, we do have this part protecting the display itself. Take that off there. Woo! Look at that. Now, I believe this is actually one of the models that they had set up there at the event when they launched this TV, which is why it doesn't have, one of those plastic screen protectors that we usually get out of the box, which is fine. I mean, it just saves me a bunch of extra steps. I don't have to worry about peeling off any plastic around the TV or anything. But look at this, looking pretty nice. Let's get this set up. All right, so I got the TV laid flat down on a flat surface. I went ahead and used the cardboard that it came with to make sure it's flat and that display, it doesn't get damaged or anything. But let's take a quick look at the back here. Got a nice design. We do have two built-in subwoofers right there just for an added sound experience to give us more of that low end. Over here we have all of our ports. We have a USB 3.0, another USB, we got a 2.0 LAN, we got 4K 144 hertz HDMI input that is also an eARC, so we can connect the soundbar, which I actually do have from TCL, so I'm going to be testing that out as well. And then we have three other HDMI inputs, all supporting 4K 144 hertz. We do have the cable antenna input, and then audio optical out as well. Okay, so first we're gonna go ahead and put the base together for the TV. So we have two sets of screws here. I'm gonna go ahead and use these smaller ones first to attach these two pieces, and then we can attach it to the TV. So you're gonna have 4 holes on each side. I'm gonna go ahead and just tighten them up, get it on there, nice and secured. Just make sure not to over tighten them so you don't strip any screws or anything like that. And there we go. So now we are ready to bring it over to the TV here. Now you do have two different options. You can set the TV to sit lower or set the TV to sit higher in case you want to use a sound bar. So I'm going to go ahead and use the option to set this TV higher because I will be using a sound bar with this. Let me slide it down a little bit. There we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and set mine right here, which is gonna have the TV sitting higher to allow me to use a soundbar. Now this part is going to come off like this, and you are going to have 2 holes on each side for the next set of screws. All right, I got all my screws in here. Let's just tighten them up really good, so it's nice and secure on the TV. There we go. And then once we have that on there nice and secure, this part right here, we can just slide right back on the back here, just to cover it and keep it looking nice. So now it is time to set this up. All right, so we got the TV all set up and ready to go here, and look at how beautiful this looks. I'm gonna go ahead and sign in, power this on, do all of that good stuff, and then we'll check it out when it comes to picture quality, maybe some gaming sound, and all of that other stuff. All right, so I got the TV all set up and ready to go. As you can see here, I am all signed into my Google account, my TCL account, and I have downloaded all of my apps that I use. And I just gotta tell you guys, I am just as blown away by this TV as I was when I first saw it at the launch event. I mean, it looks amazing. And just here on the home screen, I mean, it's a smooth experience. Of course, you know, this is a Google TV, so we're getting that Google interface, and it performs smooth. I mean, look at that. No lag, no, you know, pausing or stuttering or anything like that. It's not trying to keep up with me. Very smooth scrolling all the way around. And I mean, like I said, just here on the home screen, it is absolutely beautiful. If I go over to the left, we have built-in Gemini to this TV. So, I mean, you can use the microphone on the remote to ask it a question. You can learn some stuff, you got briefs, and then you can create. Now, not only are you able to create images like before, but you are also able to record, I mean, not record, but create some AI videos as well. You can create now, you got My Creations. Now, I haven't yet created any videos. I will save that for, you know, my full review. But this is cool. I mean, built in Gemini, and then of course you can make your own, you know, screensavers and stuff like that. So very, very cool. And if I go back up, we also have a live TV on here as well with the whole, you know, TV guide, letting you know what's on, what's going to be on, all that good stuff. You have your different apps. And, you know, you can go and download different apps as well, all from the Google Play Store, which, you know, they got tons of different apps to choose from and download onto your TV. You also have your TCL page as well, you know, just recommending different shows, movies, stuff like that. And then you have your screensaver and then some quick settings that's going to allow you to, you know, edit your screensaver, input, sound, display, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth accessibility, and then you have all of your settings as well. But yeah, just here on the home screen, I mean, it's already looking good. One thing I like about Google TV is that you can set up multiple accounts. So I have my main account, and then I was able to set up an account for my kids as well, in case I don't want them, you know, maybe possibly watching something maybe they shouldn't be watching. So I just have different apps here set up for them. And then in order to get out of the kids account, they do need to put in a password. So that's the only way you're going to be able to go onto the other account or the adult's account, or, you know, however you have it set up. So that's a nice, you know, another little feature right there, you know, when it comes to Google TV. But let's go ahead and check out some picture quality. Okay, so I want to start off with this content right here because it's giving us a nice dark background, but giving us some good color right at the center. And you can see just how well it handles the blacks in the background, but still giving us some good, vibrant colors. And this is just in standard mode, I believe. I haven't even messed with this yet. So yes, this is in standard mode. And then of course, you know, we can change it up to vivid. We have an intelligent mode. We have IMAX mode, movie mode, filmmaker mode, a sports mode, and then back to standard. But even in standard mode, I mean, the colors look great. The overall picture quality looks great. The brightness is at 81. Of course, we can pump that brightness up to 100 if we want to, but I think it handles the dark scenes very well while still giving us some good color, some really good picture quality. Look at how beautiful that looks. Now going over to a video with just some more color, some more brightness. Again, like I said at the beginning of this video, I am blown away at how good picture quality looks. And again, this is just in standard mode, and even in standard mode, I mean, those colors are already popping, giving you a nice vibrant look. And if you want to pump the colors up even more, hey, throw it into vivid mode. Boom, look at that. It pumps up the colors even more, giving you that nice vibrant look that a lot of us do like on, you know, a TV like this. But even in standard mode, again, I mean, it looks great, it looks beautiful, and just the overall clarity of the picture is great. You're getting a nice, sharp picture, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Now let's go ahead and test out the sound. As you can see, I do have the soundbar connected. They sent me out their A65K soundbar along with the subwoofer. And so we'll test out the sound with the soundbar and subwoofer, and then the sound coming just straight from the speakers on the TV alone as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use one of my videos right here. That way I don't have to worry about getting copyrighted or anything like that. Now, of course, the microphone is not going to do the sound justice when it comes to the TV and the soundbar subwoofer. I am just using my little wireless microphone, as you can see here, but this is still just to kind of give you an idea of what sound is like. Starting off with the soundbar and subwoofer first. Let's go and turn the volume up. Oh yeah, definitely a nice full sound. Let's wait for that bass to kick in. Oh yeah. Woo! I don't know what you guys are hearing right now, but it sounds really good where I'm at right now, especially with that subwoofer. It's a bit on the small side, but It's definitely providing a good amount of low end here. Sounds really good. All right, let's test out just the TV by itself. All right, here we go again. This is just the speakers on the TV without the soundbar or subwoofer. But of course, this TV does have its own built-in subwoofers. Wait for that bass to kick in. Even the speakers on the TV alone sound really good. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, I mean, even the speakers on the TV sound really good. Of course, it's not going to give you as much low end, but you're still getting some pretty decent low end because of the built-in subwoofers. Yeah, not bad at all, not bad at all. Now we do have, let me pause this here. We do have different sound selections as well, different sound modes. So I currently had it on movie mode, but you have your custom mode, sports, night, game, music, and speech as well, and then back to movie mode. So overall, I think the sound on both the soundbar, subwoofer, and even just the TV itself, I mean, they all sound really, really good. All right, so now checking out some gaming on this TV. First off, look at this. Look at how good it looks, especially on a bigger screen like this. Like I said, this is the 75-inch model, and I think it's looking good so far. So, of course, we do have a dedicated gaming mode here that you're gonna wanna use when playing games. But not only that, as we've seen in the past, we also have that dedicated gaming bar for this TV right here. But, I mean, Nehemiah, what do you think? You think it's playing pretty good? He says he thinks it's playing pretty good. Definitely some smooth gameplay. I mean, it looks great on this TV right here. Of course, again, this is the Nintendo Switch 2. All right, so taking it over to the PS5 here, just quickly testing out some Fortnite. If you look up at the top right corner, we are getting those 120 frames per second. And with a console like PS5 or the Xbox, we are gonna be topped out at 120 frames per second. It's not until you bring in like a PC where you will be able to take advantage of the native 144 hertz display. Got him. So far it is playing very smooth, actually. Very, very smooth. And it looks great as well. Still getting those 120 frames per second. Like I said, again, if you want to take advantage of a higher frame rate, then you are going to want to bring in a PC. Oh, he disappeared. Is he gonna come back? There he is. Let's get this guy real quick. There we are. All right, so as you can see, I mean, even with the PS5 right here, gameplay is super, super smooth. I'm probably gonna die right here. Oh, he got me. But it is looking really, really good and playing really, really good as well. All right, so just taking a quick look at the remote here. It is a nice high quality remote, feels good in the hand, nice and lightweight, but it doesn't feel cheap either. It actually feels really good in the hand. You do have dedicated buttons down at the bottom for Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, TCL TV, free TV. Of course, you have your volume rockers, the channel buttons as well. You got a trackpad, voice assistant right there. You have your home button, mute button, menu button, and the power button as well. But overall, good looking remote. But I mean, overall, when it comes to the TCL QM8L right here, when it comes to just overall first impressions, I mean, I'm definitely impressed. I am blown away again by the picture quality on this TV. Performance is great as well. The sound is really good. I can't wait to really start using it and really start testing it out. And I will be bringing you my review soon, really going in depth with this TV right here. But y'all let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. What do you think about this TV? I'm sure you've seen other videos on this TV already by now. Again, in my opinion, it is great so far. And if you want to pick one up for yourself already, even just with my unboxing video here and first impressions, I'll make sure to have a link down in the description below and the pinned comment as well. But if you have any questions about this TV, any comments, leave it down in the comment sections below. But thank you all so very much for watching. If you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. Thanks for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.